I come back home and can't get in. So I call my husband Barry. His truck is here, but he won't answer me. The key jams in the lock, a grating screech of metal on metal, and I'm standing on my own porch like a stranger begging for scraps. My hands are shaking, not from the cold, but from the gut punch realization that I'm locked out of my own life. His truck, that rusted blue beast, sits in the driveway mocking me with its presence. But my calls to him go straight to voicemail, each unanswered ring tightening the knot in my chest. I'm Lena, 32, a nurse who spent the last 12 hours saving lives in a hospital that smells of bleach and despair. My shift was a marathon of chaos codes called families weeping and a kid who looked too much like my own son, fighting for breath in the ER. All I wanted was to come home, kick off my shoes, and collapse into the couch with Ethan, my husband of 10 years. Maybe laugh about how our old house creaks like it's got arthritis. But here I am, locked out. My phone's battery at 5%, and Ethan's silence screaming louder than any siren I heard today. His truck is here. He's here. So why won't he answer? I pound on the door, the sound echoing into the quiet suburban night. The neighborhood is asleep, porch lights dim, and the only witness to my growing panic is the neighbor's cat, glaring from across the street. I try the key again, twisting until my fingers ache. But it's no use. The lock's been changed. Changed. The word hits me like a slap. When why my mind races, replaying the last few weeks. Ethan's been distant. Sure, but marriage ebbs and flows, doesn't it? He's been working late, his construction jobs dragging into the night, or so he said. I believed him. I always believed him. I call again. Voicemail. Ethan, it's me. I'm outside. The key doesn't work. Where are you? My voice cracks, a mix of exhaustion and dread. I text him, my thumbs clumsy on the screen. I'm home. Why's the lock different? Call me. Nothing. The phone screen dims, warning me it's about to die. I sink onto the porch steps, the cold concrete biting through my scrubs. His truck is right there, parked crooked like he always does when he's in a rush. He's inside. He has to be. But the house is dark, not a single light glowing through the windows. It's too quiet, like the whole place is holding its breath. I stand, my legs wobbly from the shift and the weight of this moment. I circle the house, peering through windows like a thief. The living room is empty, the couch cushions untouched. The kitchen, where we'd argue over who burned the toast last, is still. My heart hammers as I reach the back door. It's locked too. I bang on it, louder this time, my fists stinging with each hit. Ethan opened the door. My voice is a raw plea, but the house stays silent. I'm not just locked out of my home, I'm locked out of my life, and I don't know why. I think of our son, Noah, 7 years old, probably at his grandma's tonight. Thank God he's not here to see this, to see me unraveling. I try to hold on to that thought, but my mind spirals. What if Ethan's hurt? What if he's lying on the floor? Unconscious, the image flashes him sprawled out, blood pooling from some freak accident. I shake it off. No, he's fine. He's just not answering. I call one last time, and when it goes to voicemail, I scream into the phone, Ethan, what the hell is going on? My voice breaks, and I hate how small I sound. I slump against the back door, my breath fogging in the chilly air. The stars above are sharp, indifferent. I think back to the last time we were really us. 2 months ago, maybe 3. We took Noah to the lake. Ethan carried him on his shoulders, both of them laughing as they chased minnows in the shallows. I watched from the shore, my heart full, thinking we'd made it through the hard years. 10 years of marriage, a kid, a mortgage, and all the little fights that chip away at you, we'd survived it all. Or so I thought. My phone dies. The screen goes black, and with it, my last tether to reason. I'm alone now, just me in the truck and the locked house. I walk back to the driveway, my sneakers crunching on gravel. I touch the truck's hood. It's cold. He hasn't driven it in hours. My stomach twists. I climb into the bed of the truck, curling up against the toolbox he never bothers to lock. It smells like him sawdust and motor oil. I close my eyes, trying to breathe, trying to think. Maybe he's asleep. Maybe he's working in the basement, headphones on, oblivious. But the lock, the damn lock. I don't know how long I sit there before I hear a faint thud from inside the house. My head snaps up. A light flicks on in our bedroom window, just for a second, then off again. My heart leaps. He's there. He's okay. I scramble out of the truck, nearly tripping, and run to the front door. I pound again, harder, my knuckles raw. Ethan, I see you. Open the door. Nothing. The light doesn't come back on. My relief curdles into something darker. Why is he hiding? What is he hiding? I grab a rock from the garden, heavy enough to do damage. For a moment, I imagine smashing the window, climbing through the shards, demanding answers. But I stop. I'm not that person. Not yet. Instead, I sit on the porch again, the rock in my lap, and I wait. Minutes stretch into hours. The cold seeps into my bones, but I don't move. I'm waiting for him to come to me, to explain, to make this make sense. Dawn breaks, pale and gray, and still no Ethan. My body aches, my eyes burn, but I'm too stubborn to leave. I think of calling my sister, but what would I say? My husband changed the locks and won't answer me. It sounds pathetic. I'm not pathetic. I'm angry now, the kind of anger that burns clean through fear. I stand, brushing dirt off my scrubs, and decide to try one more thing. The spare key. We keep one under a loose brick by the garage. I forgot about it until now, my brain foggy from exhaustion. I find the brick, lift it, and there it is, a glint of silver. My hands tremble as I pick it up. It's not the same key we've always had. This one's new, shiny, like it was cut yesterday. My breath catches. I walk to the front door, slide the key in, and turn. It clicks. The door swings open, and the house yawns before me, dark and silent. Ethan. My voice echoes in the foyer. No answer. I step inside, my sneakers squeaking on the hardwood. The air smells wrong, too clean, like someone scrubbed away every trace of us. I move through the living room, the kitchen, my heart pounding so loud I can barely hear my own thoughts. Upstairs, the bedroom door is ajar. I push it open, and there he is. Ethan's sitting on the edge of our bed, his head in his hands. He doesn't look up. Clothes are strewn across the floor, not just hers. A pair of heels I don't recognize sits by the dresser. My stomach drops. Ethan, I say, my voice barely a whisper. He flinches, finally meeting my eyes. His are red, raw, like he's been crying, or not sleeping, or both. Lena, he says, and his voice cracks. I didn't mean for you to find out like this. Find out what I ask, though I already know. The heels, the changed locks, the silence. It's not just a fight. It's not just a bad day. It's the end of everything. She's gone, he says, gesturing vaguely to the empty side of the bed. She left a few hours ago. I didn't know how to tell you. I laugh, a sharp, bitter sound that surprises even me. So you changed the locks. You locked me out of my own house. My voice rises, shaking with rage and hurt. Who is she? Ethan. How long? He looks away, his jaw tight. A few months. It wasn't supposed to be serious. It just happened. It just happened. The words are a knife, twisting deeper with every syllable. I think of Noah, of the life we built, of the nights I stayed up worrying about him while he was with her. I want to scream, to throw something, to make him feel the weight of this betrayal. But I'm too tired, too broken. Why didn't you answer, I ask, my voice small again. I called you. I was outside. Ethan, I was scared. He buries his face in his hands again. I couldn't face you. I'm a coward. Lena, I'm so sorry. Sorry doesn't fix this. Sorry doesn't unlock the door I've been pounding on all night. I sit on the floor, my back against the wall, and let the silence stretch between us. I think of Noah, of how I'll explain this to him. I think of the lake, the minnows, the laughter. I think of the woman who wore those heels, who slept in my bed, who took my place without me even knowing. We'll figure this out, Ethan says, but his voice is hollow. He doesn't believe it any more than I do. I stand, brushing my hands on my scrubs like I can wipe away this moment. I'm taking Noah to my sister's for a while. I say, you need to figure out what you're going to do, because I can't stay here. Not now. He nods, not meeting my eyes. I walk out of the bedroom, down the stairs, out the door. The sun is higher now, warming the porch where I spent the night. I look at the truck, at the house, at the life I thought was mine, and I walk away. What would you do if you were Lena? Was Ethan's silence a betrayal as deep as the affair itself? Share your thoughts. What's right? What's wrong? And where do you stand?